Hello friends, today we are going to discuss an interview question which is asked by the Postmates in April 2025. This question is available in the Stata Scratch platform and we are going to solve this question in two languages. First is Python, second is MySQL. Now let's understand the question. In this question, we are going to find out the partners which have pizza in their name and they are located in Boston. And we need to find out their average order amount. Now, what do we need in the output? That is the partner name, which consists of pizza in their name and their average order. Okay. Now, we have the three data frames: Postmates order, Postmates markets, Postmates partners. Now, first of all, we are going to analyze the data frame. Now, Postmates order consists of ID, customer ID, courier ID, seller ID, order timestamp, amount. Now, from the amount, we are going to calculate its average, right? We need amount. And city ID. From the city, we are able to figure out the city name, that is Boston. We need the city name, that is Boston. Now let's see what is present inside these data frames. First of all, I'm going to import pandas. And its first data frame is Postmates underscore orders. But I think these names are quite big, so I'm going to rename them according to my convenience. Okay. Now let's see what is present inside them one by one. What is present in Postmates underscore orders? So what we have: ID, customer ID, courier ID, seller ID, amount, city ID. Okay. Now let's see what is present in the markets that we are able to analyze our output. Now in Postmates underscore markets, what we have: the ID and the name of the city. Okay. So what do we need? The name of the city should be Boston. Okay. And the city ID is present in Postmates underscore orders. Now let's see what is present in the third data frame. In the third data frame, we have the partner's ID, partner's name, right? We need to find out only those names which consist of pizza. So now we can see there is only two names over here: Domino's Pizza and Pizza Hut. Okay. Now, how do we find out by considering all the conditions? Okay. We are not going to name it as the partner name is Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut. Okay. Now let's find out. First of all, I'm going to find out the names which consist of pizza. Okay. Now how do we find out from the data frame? Let's put the condition df3 name string dot contains pizza. Now let's see this data frame. Now we have find out those names which consist of only pizza. Okay, first condition is met, but we need to find out the partners. Okay. Now they are also located in Boston. Now after analyzation in DF1, what we have? The city ID. Okay. In the Postmate markets, we have the ID and the name of the city. Here is we have the city ID and here is the city ID only, but name also present. Okay. First of all, we are going to merge the df1 and df2 to find out those rows which has the city name is Boston. Okay. Now let's make one more data frame and merge. Now left on is present, that is city ID. Right on is ID. Then how do we merge? By using the inner join. Okay. Now let's see the DF4. Now after merging, we have the city ID by that is bifurcate because there is a column already named as ID. That is why they rename itself IDX and ID. But both are different. Okay. City ID and IDY is same. Now we have the name. Okay, now we are going to find out those rows which has Boston in their name, in the city name. Now let's find out those rows. Now let's see. Now we have those rows only which has city name Boston. Okay. Now we are able to find out the average amount, average order amount. Now based on the seller ID. We're going to find out based on the seller ID because sellers are our partners. Okay. Sellers are our partners. Right. Amount. Dot name. Let's reset the index. So we are able to include seller ID in the output. Save it. Now we have the seller ID and the average amount. Okay. Now we need only those partners which consist of pizza in their name. Okay. We have already found out that is who has pizza in their name. But are they our partners? Let's find out by combining these two data frames, DF4 and DF3. Okay. Let's make one more variable that is DF. Let's merge. Comma DF3. Now what is present in the left on? That is seller ID. Right on equal to ID. And how do we merge? By using the inner join. Now, what do we need in the output? That is only the name and amount. Okay. Now let's see the merger. See, now we have the seller ID, we have the amount, ID, name, category. But what do we need in the output? Only the partner name, that is the name, and the average order amount, that is amount. So we are going to fetch only those two columns. That is first is name, next is amount. Okay. Now let's run the code and see that. Now this is our final output. Okay. So I hope it is clear. Now let's write the code in the MySQL. Now we are going to write it one by one. Now what do we need first of all? In the output, the partner name and the average order amount. Okay. Now select. What do we need? The average order amount. Amount is present in the first data frame. Let's rename the data frame. Okay. That is, I'm going to provide the alias to each data frame as A, B, and C. Postmates orders, I'm going to take it as A. Postmates markets, B. Postmates underscore partners as C. Okay, and amount is present in the very first data frame, which is aliased as A. So I'm going to write it here as by taking the average A dot amount. Okay, as average underscore amount. Now next, what do we need? The name of the partner. Now partner name is present in the last data frame, that is in Postmates underscore partners, that is aliased as C. So I'm going to write it as C dot name. Okay. From the first data frame is Postmates underscore orders. Which is aliased as A. Now we are going to use the join with Postmates markets. How do we join? On. Now what is present in the Postmates underscore orders? That is c.id. And what is present in the Postmates markets? That's the ID. Okay. On a dot city underscore ID equal to b dot ID. Right? Next, join the third data frame. Join Postmates underscore partners, which is aliased as C. On. Now what is the common? That is seller ID, which is present in the Postmates underscore orders, and ID is present in the Postmates underscore partners. Okay. Now A dot seller ID equal to C dot ID. Okay. Now where B dot name equal to Boston and C dot name, we're going to use the like operator because we need to find out those names which consist of pizza. Percentage pizza percentage. Okay. Now we are going to group by according to the seller ID, which is present in the first data frame, that is Postmates underscore orders. Now let's run the code. Now you can see the output, average amount and the name. So I hope it is clear to all of you. And if you like my video, kindly share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.